mit dir. Na los!
Nowadays, few men dare to dream of victory.
Vorwärts! Vorwärts, hab ich gesagt! Schön weitergehen!
For a moment, we could almost taste it. Shame. I won't be able to savor it.
Achtung! Legt an! Feuer!
There's been a lot of movement on the Kraut side. Looks like they're preparing for something. Stay vigilant and keep your eyes and ears open for any...
Didn't take you long to find your way here.
Was it part of your plan to make me put half the base to sleep?
They're coming from the left! To arms! Go, go, go! Push them back! Stand down! They're advancing! I don't think I can hold them back! Give them all you've got!
Screw this, I'm out of here.
Prepare for impact! Take cover! Fall back! Shit, they've got one of us! Get him out of here! You make a pretty good team, don't you think?
If this is about that special unit of yours, kiss my arse. A fucking Panzer III. And the Jerry's about to flatten this place.
Seems like it. We should avoid that tank. Path is clear. Pick up the
And
pace.
look, this thing still works.
Some of our men are still held captive in the village.
You aren't suggesting.
They helped us make it out. We should repay the favor.
So, where do we go from here?
Just keep moving. I'll give you directions later.
It's time you fill me in.
We're not in the clear just yet.
You don't answer anything, do you?
We're approaching the German outpost.
Remind me again why I'm freezing my arse off.
The Luftwaffe collect weather readings for their flights here. We need to take this place out of action.
Another month and the cold will get the job done.
We need to get closer to their equipment so I can plant the explosives, but the detonation will alarm the Jerrys.
Don't mind dealing with more krauts.
You don't need to go overboard. What's important is that we get out of here in one piece. We'll need to find a functional vehicle near the perimeter.
Still fail to see how this mission helps us win the war.
I'm certain your next job will make it clear. You'll even enjoy working with another of our operatives.
We'll see about that. Reporting in.
Huh? Wasn't there a second bloke?
Beats me. I don't even know what he looks like.
Is that so?
Well, you'll have plenty of time to get acquainted with each other later. For now, we better get started. Follow me. I'll need to brief you before I can send you in. I assume you know how to handle a lorry. Fair warning to whoever is driving, the road can be a little rocky at times. We're planning to get you through the blind spot in the enemy perimeter up ahead. There's a stretch of open sand behind the village. Don't get caught while crossing it. Once you approach the fort, find a way inside and recover the intel. It should be stored inside the main building. We'll be waiting for you when you wrap up. Don't worry too much about keeping the place clean when you leave. Any questions?
Any backup?
Afraid not.
Fine by me. Time to get some rest. It's been a damn long night.
Yeah.
I'll say. It was a good job I did. Guess you were there too. Ha! This guy's way too stuck up.
We're approaching our target. We're going to blow up a bridge vital to the Wehrmacht supply lines. The train station we'll need to get through is crawling with Jerry's. But once we're past it, the target is dead ahead. When the bridge is down, those supplies won't be going anywhere, and the front lines will be full of sauerkrauts. Quite nice. Doesn't look like they liked our work.
Let's get moving, quickly.
Feindliche Attacke! Schießt auf ihn!
You know, I've been wondering, how come I end up in the bleakest places whenever I'm sent out with you?
I could say the same.
What's so important shipping us out in the middle of the night? It's just another island infested with krauts?
We've lost contact with the local resistance group. We're tasked to investigate what happened.
I can tell you what happened. They got snuffed.
We've been waiting for help to arrive for days. The Germans have taken most of the resistance into custody. A few hours ago, they started interrogating our captain. You've got to get him out of there.
They've isolated him in a building on the mainland.
No time to waste.
Was zur Hölle? Keine Bewegung. Moment mal. Ihr seht nicht so aus.
Stay calm. I'm with the Resistance, Beatrice.
What in the bloody...
I'll explain later. Close the door.
Fine. We're still burnt.
Correct. And we'll handle it.
Explain yourself.
Handle it? Handle it how?
Make yourself useful. Untie this man.
Explain, now.
Go to the meeting point. We will handle the rest. Give me a hand with the body.
Aren't you listening, old man? What are you planning?
I assume you're here for the Resistance?
Quiet. I hear footsteps.
Follow my lead, and we might make it out of here. The remaining hostages are held at the lighthouse. You can't miss it. The Boche have blockaded the entrance of the bay. We'll have to lower it before we can get a boat through. Speaking of boats, there should be a vessel with sufficient capacity for all the hostages nearby. Destroy any boat you come across that the Germans could use to follow us. Shaking them off our tail will be a lot easier here than it would be in open waters.
It's not like they have any ships capable of chasing us around here.
We should use any advantage we can get.
I'd rather get out here sooner
We owe you
than
for
later.
helping us. You should come with us.
As much as I'd like to, I still have some unfinished business in Norway.
Let's stop here and go over the plan again. We'll need to get past their security and into the estate grounds at the north end of the island. Once there, we'll need to take down those newfangled radar towers. The early warnings they give the Luftwaffe keeps our flyboys from making it into France. We also need to grab as much intel on these radars as possible. Our sources tell us there'll be documents in the mansion itself.
Can we hurry this up? I feel like a sitting duck out on this beach.
All in good time. Once we've got everything, we'll need a way off the island. Aerial reconnaissance shows a potential extraction point on the western shoreline.
Enough talking. Let's get it done.
Hold tight. I'm not coming back for any man who goes overboard.
Worry about yourself. We'll be fine right here.
Well done, chaps. HQ will be pleased with the result.
All right. What's the deal this time?
They don't know it yet, but the poor bastards are in for a surprise. HQ wants the mine intact. We're here to smooth things over with the Germans.
What's the plan?
We need a way into the mine. As far as I know, they got two main entrances with a lot of guns.
And the intel we're supposed to gather?
Yeah, the eggheads want the intel, but the troops are here for the mine. The German defenses need to go down first. We'll focus on the two main packs covering the pit.
When did you start calling the shots around here?
Get used to it. You're gonna be seeing a lot more of me.
Very droll, but let's get moving.
Gotta admit, it was helpful having an extra pair of hands around.
What would you have done without me, huh?
Don't get your ego too bloated.
I wouldn't dream of it.
Yeah, right.
It's nice to finally meet you in person.
Let's save the pleasantries for later.
Right. As far as HQ is concerned, our targets are the fish oil tanks. I've made sure we've prepared for that part of the mission. We'll infiltrate the factory and blow up the oil tanks.
You have also agreed to help me eliminate two particular officers, if you recall. The second officer is deployed in the western part of the village.
I haven't forgotten. When we're done with the tanks and the officers, we'll escape to the north.
right? Shouldn't be too difficult to find them with me here. Best rat catcher in all of Brooklyn.
You catch rats?
Moving on, chaps.
I guess all that fish oil grilled them in the end, huh?
Gentlemen, we have arrived in Saint-Nazaire. The city has seen better days. As of recent, an unfortunate stain has spread across it.
We're not here for the scenery.
All right, let's run through this one more time.
We're here as the vanguard for HMS Campbelltown. It's crucial we execute our mission on time.
And how are we supposed to get through a port full of Germans?
We must act with care. First, we must cross the industrial area. The Germans have fortified the area heavily, due to its strategic importance in their war effort. Our priority is to open the sea gate so that Campbelltown can ram the explosive charges directly into the harbor. Before that, we must disable the 3 anti-naval guns located alongside the port walls.
Let's make sure the mission proceeds smoothly.
So how exactly do you see me being of use in the middle of the blue?
You'll see why we're here in just a second. The Luftwaffe has built an airbase out here in the middle of nowhere. Our job is to clear the AAs and fighter planes so we can call in the RAF to destroy the remaining structures.
What do we need flyboys for? We can get the job done ourselves while we're here.
I agree. If you dragged me into the desert, might as well keep the RAF out of it.
In all these years, I've never seen a construct like this one.
Wow, HQ isn't messing around. They wanted to see this place gone.
The flyboys did a good job. None of the German aircraft were spared.
I hope they know what they're doing if they're striking while we're still on site.
Command can only do so much from afar. It's thanks to us they were able to target the airfield.
HQ's good for cleaning up, but I still think we could have gotten the job done by ourselves.
Good work. All targets have been eliminated. No casualties on our side. I take it there are none on your side either?
Affirmative, sir.
Retreat and wait for further instructions.
Yes, sir.
One more thing. Sergeant O'Hara has been compromised.
Damn, compromised? How?
We've received credible intel that Sergeant O'Hara has been taken by the enemy. Survival is unlikely.
Are you sure this is the right place?
No doubt about it.
I assume everybody is in position? Jack, Sergeant O'Hara is held captive somewhere inside this compound. We're not sure which is the best route inside the perimeter, which is why you're positioned all around. Monsieur Deschamps and I will work to infiltrate the compound and find an opening for you to slip through. If things go sideways, we're on our own. HQ hasn't approved this mission, so let's keep this quick and clean and get our man out of there. Let's regroup inside the compound. Blackwood, you'll take care of the power supply. You can dive through the sewers and easily gain access.
I'll do what?
Once we've made it inside, let's rendezvous in the small yard near the inner part of the compound to discuss our next moves.
I repeat, is it necessary to dive into the sewers?
Attaboy. We will try our best to support you from the inside.
All right, we've entered the lion's den. It's time to secure our way out. I doubt the Krauts will mind if we, borrow one of their vehicles.
I'll tamper with the Jerry's warhead supply to stir up more chaos once we've gotten O'Hara out of harm's way.
I'll find a vantage point and cover you.
Once everyone is in position, I will give the order to extract our friend.
There's no room for fuck-ups, unless we want O'Hara's blood on our hands.
Vorwärts! Vorwärts, habe ich gesagt! Schön weitergehen! Achtung! Legt an! Feuer! Wer hat geschossen?
No one messes with my men.
You tell them, boss.
A day worthy of celebration.
Damn, this place is crawling with Jerry's.
I expected as much. Inside this building, they're developing a weapon of mass destruction which will have a devastating effect on mankind.
They're really onto something here, huh?
That's exactly why we need to meet with our intelligence agents.
What's the situation?
There have been a few hiccups with the workers lately. The Germans have tightened security since then.
They've also replaced all local workers with their own men, so we can no longer grant you access to the facility.
It'd be too easy if we could just walk in there.
The heavy water is being processed in the lower levels of that tall building. You can't miss it. Chances are high the Germans also have some of the processed heavy water prepared for transport at the train station. Once you're ready to leave, I suggest following the rail tracks. It'll be a lot easier coming out that way than it was coming in.
Not an easy job.
Not the first impossible job we've done.
O'Hara's right. Let's see this through.
It took me a while to pinpoint it, but this is the testing facility mentioned in the documents you found. There's been a lot of talk about a weapon the Bosch are working on. Our quiet friend and I shall scout the facility. Once we know if there's any truth behind the rumors, the others can join us.
There's a good chance we find some intel at the radio center.
Good luck, and don't sweat it. If things go sideways, I'll be ready to save your asses.
This can't be right. Where are the others? They need to know about this.
Ist hier! Alle Mann Achtung!
It's worse than we anticipated.
How bad are we talking?
Whatever you have in mind, triple it.
You must be joking, right?
I'm afraid not. From what I've seen in the reports, it takes several whole engines just to move it.
Bloody hell. How massive is this monstrosity?
So, what are our options here?
If we're smart enough about where we place my explosives, we might have just enough to bring this thing down.
With a weapon this powerful, we can be certain a member of the Speerspitze is overseeing this project. It must be Felter. If he is here, we should take him out. One less of these megalomaniacs to deal with.
I'm itching to see this thing blown to pieces.
Auf geht's! Alle Mann Achtung! Wir sind bereit! Feuer!
Let's move. It won't be long before the Bosch find us.
Looks like we've hit a roadblock.
The gondola's our way in. Nothing's changed about that.
Be prepared. We don't know what's waiting for us on top of this mountain.
We can't let our guard down. Not when we're this close to success. And we must succeed today. I've managed to get my hands on some old maps of the castle. It has undergone multiple renovations, so it's impossible to tell where buildings connect nowadays.
How do we get in?
There's always the main gate.
I'm afraid it will be a most difficult task to force our way through. I recommend we look around and see if there is another way inside.
Knowing the crowds, they'll have had a bunker built somewhere on this mountain. We could try using that to slip into the castle.
We've got plenty of options. Let's get this done.
So that's it then?
It's done. The wickedness of the Speerspitze has been wiped out. At last. It is thanks to you, all of you, that their evil hasn't spread further.
You should know by now. There's no way we'd let such bastards run rampage.
What will you do now?
I will return to France and see that the Boche return back to where they came from.
Best of luck.
If you happen to face another group of maniac Krauts, you know where to find us.
Sergeant Blackwood's right. The war is far from over, and your expertise is a great asset to all of us. But more important, you have become someone I am proud to call my friend. What do you think about staying? We could bring the Nazis to their knees. Not just in France, but everywhere.
You honor me, my friend. You know, all of us together, we might actually stand a chance.